Joining me right now is Arizona Congressman, House Judiciary Committee and Freedom Caucus member Andy Biggs. Congressman, it is always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Maria. Good to be with you.
First, I want to ask you about Arizona, obviously, and the hearing that we saw with Rudy Giuliani and Jenna Ellis. What is your take on now the evidence that is coming out as far as affidavits and these witness testimonies from people who say they actually witnessed irregularities and fraud? The woman from Michigan is going to be testifying in the Michigan lawsuit this week.
Yeah, what you're seeing now, Maria, that I think is so important is we've gone from generic allegations of fraud or misconduct in the election to actual evidence where you have affidavits from people who were denied the right to vote or affidavits from people who witnessed misconduct. So in Arizona, in our hearing, they produced evidence of 8,000 votes that they believe were inappropriately cast. Since that would narrow that difference between the president if you could ascertain where those votes would have gone, that would narrow that with an automatic recount. Then you had additional evidence come out about failure to verify and authenticate signatures for mail-in ballots, and there's 2 million of those in Arizona cast. So there's some real evidence now, not just indicia, not just talking, not just a probable cause, but you're moving to evidence because of investigations that have taken place.
I mean, the Trump legal team doesn't have a lot of time, but it looks like they are trying to get as many of these challenges in the next 2 weeks. So we'll know soon whether or not
Yes.
we actually are going to see them have an impact here.
That's right, and you're right, the clock's running out, but believe me, even in states where you've seen certified votes, if they would just do a forensic audit, a lot of these questions would be answered, and then you could move right on into whether you're going to seat electors from some of these states where you've demonstrated that there's fraud that might have changed the outcome of that election.
Well, why not just do a forensic audit right now? Let's just get this going and let us see the evidence and then be done with this. The country needs clarity.
Absolutely right, and this is what I've been asking for since a few days after the election for a forensic audit. In Arizona, the governor has not done it, won't call the legislature back into session, and all the authorities that could do that without going to court have refused to do that in Arizona and in other states, except some states you've actually seen some of this take place. Georgia's opened up and done 2 recounts, but Arizona has failed to do it. It's driving me absolutely crazy, Maria, because it should be done in Arizona.
And what's the answer you're getting?
They've gone into a defensive mode. These people are saying, well, you know, the election was great. There was no problems, nothing to see here. Move along. And the reality is, as more evidence mounts, a forensic audit would quell that one way or the other. It would quell those doubts and that evidence.
Which is the only thing everybody wants, one way or the other. We just want clarity. All right, real quick, Congressman, I got to ask you 2 questions. One on the Russia probe, and the other, of course, on a potential stimulus bill. Attorney General Bill Barr now has appointed John Durham as a special counsel to continue the Russiagate investigation. The appointment coming on October 19th. What's your take on this? What's the significance of John Durham being a special counsel now? Will he be able to continue to investigate and get untouched by a potential Biden administration?
I think that was the move. I think it was to try to change status so that he could go on with his investigations, regardless of any kind of regime change. But you know, I've been disappointed in the lack of product. Yeah. That's my question: is what are you investigating?
Don't we know at this point what happened? Why does he need more time?
That, you know, if I thought he was cultivating a case to bring criminal charges and go forward that way, then I would say, okay, I get it. But I've been so disappointed, and we've waited so long for something to come forward, and nothing has happened, that maybe this is a good thing, but I think it's more of a status change than anything else, Maria.
Yeah, I think you're right, Congressman. Real quick before you go, Congressman, your thoughts on a potential stimulus. Will we see something get done in the lame duck or no?
I'd be surprised. I know some people are trying to push it, but there's just so much going on right now that without without getting buy-in broadly across this conference, on both conferences, in both houses, I don't know that you're going to get something done.
All right. That's why we love having you on, Congressman, because you say it straight and you are telling us the honest truth about how you see things. We appreciate your time this morning, sir. We'll see you soon. Congressman Andy Biggs from Arizona.